What is up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Triston Mitton, and today we're going to be going over part 3 in the Service Business Founders series. And the name of this part in the series is called Key Hires. Part number 1 is really finding the service or industry that you can succeed in. And then part 2 is setting up your business online in a certain way. Now that you have the service that you're looking for, the online listings to attract customers, and you're starting to get customers, you're starting to build them, you're starting to make a little bit of money. Now you want to start looking into making your first couple of key hires. Your first couple hires are probably the most consequential hires in your entrepreneurial and founder journey. Because the thing with your first couple of hires, if you make the wrong hire in the beginning, you can't afford to make any mistakes. You're probably strapped for money. You don't have a ton of capital to make the wrong move. Now, once you grow and you expand, you can make the wrong hire and still recover from it. But right now is going to be crucial in making those first couple of hires. Now, the first position that you're going to want to offload is going to be answering calls. Most people will be calling into your business saying, hey, do you guys do this service? What's your availability? And the first hire you're going to want to make is a CSR, call center rep, meaning every single time a customer calls, you do not answer the phone. You no longer answer the phone or even set up your schedule. You're going to want to hire somebody that can do both. And really what they are in the beginning is just an EA, an executive assistant. Any little minute things that you need done, you're going to want to assign and designate and delegate to the CSR. What this will do is this will free up time to get you back in the driver's seat to now go out and continue to make more sales, get more customers, generate more revenue for the business versus sitting on the phone all day and setting up your schedule and billing and invoicing your customers. Now, something that we did in the very beginning was instead of hiring somebody US based and paying US salaries, is we actually hired directly out of Mexico. There's a few different companies that actually help you hire these essentially VAs that you can pay directly. And I won't get into exactly who to use, but that is something that we did in the very beginning to lower our cost and actually get the same level and quality of labor across the border versus hiring people in the States and paying them double, triple those wages. Now, after you've hired the CSR, you then want to hire your first helper, meaning somebody that you can train and teach to then replace you out of the field. Every single business is going to be a little bit different on helper, on, there's journeymen out there, apprentices, it just depends on the service and industry. But the key in hiring is knowing when you're kind of at capacity, and kind of the tale of saying, okay, I need to hire somebody additional is when you're usually booked out 2, 3, 4 days. If you're booked out weeks out, then you're long overdue of hiring somebody. And also, if you're booked out more than 1 to 2 weeks, and you're not making money, meaning after all the bills are paid, you're not turning a profit, that means you're not charging enough. I would recommend getting in contact with maybe a fractional CFO, bookkeeper, CPA, somebody who knows numbers pretty well and tells you what you're spending too much money on, where you're undercharging or not charging enough. And so once you've made those first couple of hires, you're kind of off to the races. You have your first key couple of people that could kind of run the day-to-day, and that's between the CSR, the back-end people, and obviously the field technicians who go out and actually do the service. Now, once you kind of hit scale, once you've gotten to the point where the business doesn't completely require you, your job at some point in time should go from being in the field, answering calls, not answering the calls, just in the field, to then just selling. This is exactly what I did. I hired a couple guys and I was the only salesperson. Call center would take the call, I'd go out, sell the job, and then I would dispatch it to my field technicians. That third next step in hiring is really replacing you with that lead tech, is the name we give it, / sales rep. And that's somebody who knows your industry, who's good with communication, and who can go out and maybe not sell as good as you, but sell to the extent of, let's say, 70 to 80% of what you're capable of and above. I will preface this by saying once you've made those 3 first key hires, you want to make sure that you're not hiring the first person you interview. You're going to want to go to Indeed or ZipRecruiter or any of those recruiting sites, put out a job ad for the service position that you're looking for, have AI help you write a really good description for the job. Don't have it say requirements are, make a big long essay of things that you require. Instead, you almost want it to serve as a recruiting ad to help and get more people through the door for you to interview. And once you're able to interview at a minimum 3 to 5 people, and the more the better, because you give yourself higher chances of finding that one really good employee. And so never hire on your first interview. Always give it 3 to 5 interviews to then find that one person that you know will kill it in that position. Now, we'll probably make a separate video on kind of some higher level back-end positions, but ultimately, after you've kind of set up these 3 to 4 or 5 different key hires, you should be at a minimum hitting between $1 million and $2 million of revenue. Most service industries, your cost of labor, direct labor, you want it to be under 25%. And that's people doing and selling the job. If you are paying your guys a certain number, on average, you want to times that by 4. For one, you're charging enough, but 2, if the company's in a healthy financial position. And then I'm going to make a quick list of some subcontractors that you actually want to hire to help run the company on a day-to-day basis. Those 4 key hires as subcontractors is 1, bookkeeping. You want somebody to manage your books. You can usually find them for $100, $200, $300 a month. The second person is going to be an ads manager. And this person should be able to control and manage your meta ads, your pay-per-click ads, your LSA ads, and really any platform that you want to advertise on. They should be able to manage that ad spend and tell you, hey, we need to allocate spend here, we need to change this or that. And you should also be meeting with these subcontractors on a regular basis. Now, the third person you're going to want to hire as a subcontractor is a CPA. And this person you should be meeting with once a year to know kind of how much taxes you are going to owe at the end of the year, but also tax strategy on how you can maybe invest into vehicles and really help grow the bottom line of the business. And the fourth subcontractor you're going to want to hire at this point is a call answering service. In the playbook that we have down below, that should be also in the last video, we go over exactly how to utilize a call answering service, as this for us alone doubled our business overnight by implementing a call answering service. So click the link below and it's our playbook that talks about how to set up a call answering service. And that is it, guys, in part 3 of the Service Business Founder series. Most of the things from this point require effort. None of this is supposed to be easy. Let me preface that. Hopefully you guys don't just listen to this and don't do anything about it, because most people know best practices or have a sense of what they should be doing. But the issue with most people in business is they don't actually do it. Please, for the love of everything, take what I'm telling you and just go do it. Send me a DM, put in the comments, hey, I did this and I saw this success, and that'll mean the world to me. But just do it for yourself. That's part 3. We'll see you guys on the next one.